Good evening, everybody, and welcome to AFR Tuesday Newsday for July 23rd, 2019. I'm your host, Steve Tower. Thanks so much for tuning in. Tonight, I decided to bring back the Tuesday Newsday for a special edition. This is going to be my recap and thoughts about the 2019 PLAAY DOT CON event that I just got back from. Still recovering from the red-eye flight back, but wanted to share some thoughts with you guys, share some pictures that I took. And just let you guys know what a fantastic time I really had. I'll be gushing a lot, and hope you guys don't mind a slideshow of vacation photos from me. So, but this is the second year that the PLAAY.con has happened, and was really impressed. This year, I thought the first year was fantastic, and this year just blew it away. Had so much fun. It was great seeing guys that I just met last year. Met a few new people. Definitely a lot of highlights. So I'll share with you some of my photos that I took, and then share with you some of the goodies that I picked up while I was at the convention. Chris Day in the chat room. Welcome aboard, Chris. Thanks for tuning in. It was good seeing you there. All right, so first, our event kicked off with a wonderful cookout. John in the chat room, welcome aboard, John. And it was my first time that I'd had brats, like proper brats, and boy, I have to tell you, it was they were really fantastic. So this was Thursday night. It was kind of a nice informal kickoff to the event. Got to meet just about everybody was there. I think there was only 5 or 6 people that weren't able to come to that. So that was a whole lot of fun. After that, I got to head back to PLAAY headquarters and got to see all the goodie bags before everyone else did. So that was kind of neat. Got to help Keith load up the van to head out to the convention. And then once we were there, definitely one of the highlights for me was meeting game designer Mike Fitzgerald, and he showed off his championship belt, and it is a real authentic championship belt from WCW. Mike has designed a lot of games, and one of the games that he designed back in the day was the WCW Nitro card game. And at a press event, he was given a title belt, and got to actually quote unquote wrestle Goldberg in the ring. And when he put him down, they gave him a championship belt. So that was really fantastic. There was a game designer panel. There was Grant Fines there, Gary Brown, and then of course Mike Fitzgerald. And they answered a series of questions about their games and gaming in general, their strategies, and their philosophies that they use. So that was certainly a highlight. And then after their panel, all the designers showed off some of their games, and so people got to have a sneak peek at Football Highlights 2052 that should be coming out within the next couple of months. And so that was pretty neat. I also got to play a game of Baseball Highlights while I was there with Mike looking on. Grant Fines was there, and he showed off his football game. A lot of interest in that game there. You can see all the people playing, and then finally Gary Brown showed off his Legends of Boxing game, and I think he had 4 different matches going on, or 5 different sets of matches. So that was certainly a lot of fun seeing that in action. And then one of the highlights for a lot of people that were there was that we actually had enough kids at this event that there was a children's all right, we shouldn't call them children, I guess, but they're some of them are almost teenagers, but a kids tournament with History Maker Baseball that Keith got to oversee, and so that was really neat. I think there was 6 kids there, so they did kind of a round robin tournament, and it was really great to see that many kids, and they were so enthused to be playing, and all really good sports, and so that was certainly a highlight for me. Seeing kids invested in the game, and knowing that there's a next generation of kids that are going to be playing. So that really kind of added something extra to this year's event that was not present last year. And then I got to see the latest handiwork from one Mr. Al Wilson. He has dove head over heels into 3D printing, and so he made himself these card holders for Legends of Boxing, complete with gloves on the inside of them, and then in the red and blue holder. So that was also pretty neat to see. Another highlight for me was the reunion of the Border Patrol. So anybody that watches my Monday Night Tights, and especially if you watched last night, the Border Patrol is Mark Russell and Bob Hansen, and they're based on real people. So that is Mark Russell on the left and Bob Hansen on the right. So it was great to see those guys again. They were at the convention last year as well, and actually seeing them together kind of gave me the impetus to reunite them on my Monday Night Tight show. And then the last day of the event, we had a trading card tournament, and this is always interesting for me because History Maker Baseball, when Keith first designed it, his first thought was he wanted it to be able to play a game using trading cards, so you could just very quickly just flip over a card and get a quick rating. And so this is an event that allows you to see that in action. He also created some quick rating cards that are the same size as a baseball card, so you can fit them right in your box and be able to do the ratings on the fly while you're playing. So that was a well-attended event. And then that last day we had the Dawn of Champions going on at the same time. So we had the finals of the Hockey Blast tournament, and then we had the finals for the second season Express tournament. That was one of the tournaments that was won by one of the kids at the event, and there's Silas beating Travis Jansen at the event. So it was a really, really fun time. I can't stress enough how much fun it was. And if you guys do get a chance to ever go to one of these conventions, I really hope you do. Hopefully there'll be a PLAAY DOT CON 2020 next year. It's looking good, and I will certainly be planning to attend, and hopefully I'll get to see a bunch of people again next year, and we'll make even more memories. So when everybody goes in, those goodie bags I showed you in the slideshow, you dig down inside, and so one of the coolest things is you actually get a box of Cracker Jack, because you can't go out to the ball game without a box of Cracker Jack, so that was kind of neat. You got 3 different personalized golf cards to use with History Maker Golf. And the last day, on Sunday afternoon, we had a golf tournament, and you got to play as yourself. So that's kind of neat. So the cards have different varying qualities. So if you want to play someone who's letting the big dog eat off the tee box, but then not so good with his irons or his putter, you can do that. Or you can play sort of a balanced player. So that was kind of neat. You also got to pick a team for the Time Machine tournament, and these are for History Maker Baseball, so there are cards that were made in the team colors. You get a nice team sheet on the front. This year I picked the 1986 Red Sox, and unfortunately I went 1-1, so I did not make it to the second round of the tournament. But that was a lot of fun to see that. Then one of the big deals in the goodie box was that everybody got an advance copy of the second season Express. So this has been shown on the PLAAY YouTube channel. Keith has done a game for it, and they actually ran an entire tournament using this set of the rules, and it worked really, really well. The games flew by, and really a lot of fun to see this in action. So all the cards are color coded, and it kind of adds a whole new dimension to second season, so that you can maybe quick play the first half and then jump in the second half. You can quick play out to maybe 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and then go from there. Or you can play the entire game with the Express system, and it'll work out pretty well. So I believe that the plan is for that to go out later this year. It's pretty much in the final stages. I don't know if Keith is gonna probably do a couple more little tweaks to it, but that was a nice little treat that everyone who went to the convention was able to get an advance copy of that in their goodie bag. And then a surprise to everyone there, including myself, was that there was a Play Now presence at the convention. So Sam Avalon had a table set up in the corner, and everyone was able to pick up a printed copy of both Fury Football and Twisted Fate. So now Fury Football is on the Play Now website right now, but only as a PDF. And so everyone was able to buy a copy of the game and get the physical copy. So you get a box. and you get the 4 base teams, and you get the game boards and markers, and so it's all a nice little package, but all printed out for you and all ready to go. So I also won the Fury football tournament, so I got a copy of every team that's available printed out. So that was that was also kind of a highlight. If you guys have seen on the Play community page, you can actually see the ending of the Fury football tournament. That was a lot of fun. And then getting to see Twisted Fate in action, which isn't even on the website yet, but is due to be coming out fairly soon. So there was a few finished copies there. Sam wasn't sure how well they would sell. I should have made a bet with them, but so they sold out. So everyone that wanted a copy at the convention, I believe, got some close to 20 copies were sold there. So they are now out in the wilderness. If you're on the Play Now community on Facebook, you can see some pictures of the game. That is also due to come out sometime this fall, and it was a wonderful surprise for everyone that was there, including myself, because I did not know that was going to be happening at the convention. So, so there we go, guys. That's my my quick recap of PLAAY.con, and just want to say thank you to Keith and to Sam for putting on such a fantastic event. Everyone there had such a fun time. It was at a great location. We had plenty of space this year, and the only thing I'm sad about is that it's over. I call it the post-con depression. You get home and realize that it's going to be a year before you have the next the next big meetup. So so definitely looking forward to it next year. Fingers crossed that it happens, and looking forward to seeing everybody that came, and maybe seeing a few more people next year. So. And I can't stress enough how great it was to see the kids there and see how much fun they were having, and especially when I saw the kids playing against each other, and just the enthusiasm that they brought to the game. And it kind of reminded you of what it was like to be a kid and get into a game, and just that unbridled enthusiasm, well, matched with access to unlimited sodas, I think helped a little bit too. And, you know, being out in Denver. So just a really, really fun time, and can't wait to do it again. And I can't wait to show off these games. So I am planning on showcasing Twisted Fate at some point on the channel, and I will be doing some playthroughs with Fury Football. I will be doing a Super Bowl, a big game pre-play or replay at some point using the second season Express rules, and to show off all of those. So I'm going to wait to do Twisted Fate on the channel until it's closer to its official release on the Play Now website. But just so you guys know, I have already played it probably 5 or 6 times since I've been home, and it's a really, really fun game. So I'm very excited to show that off for you guys when I can. So all right, so there we go. Oh, and hey, the Border Patrol is in the chat room. Welcome, Mark and Bob. It was really great seeing you guys there, and it looks like Mark is saying that he's almost home. So he had a little extra vacation after the PLAAY.con. So Mark, hope you have a safe rest of the trip. And Bob, I think that Bob got home. Bob actually drove all the way from Milwaukee out to Denver, so he had quite a little trip back. But it was great seeing all you guys. It was great seeing so many wives come out, and great seeing so many kids. And so there we go. So I will sign off for now. Next week we will go back to our Wildcard Tuesday, and I will be showing off one of these games. I'm thinking probably Fury Football. I'll be showcasing on next week's Wildcard Tuesday. So again, no show tomorrow, and then we'll be back on Monday Night Tights next week, and we'll be having our July pay-per-view event. Red, White, and Bruised will be coming out, and our own Border Patrol will be having a title match against the Unnatural Disasters for the Tag Team Championship. That'll be one of our main events, probably our sub-main event of the night. So, all right, guys, that is all for now. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your support of the channel. If you're not already subscribed, please do hit the bell for notifications. And if you really like what you're seeing, please consider becoming a member of the channel. You can hit that join button right below the video, and that'll bring up a prompt, and you can support the channel and help me keep bringing out these videos. So that's all for now, guys. Until next time, get out there, have fun, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good night, everybody.